Did you know that Albert Einstein never learned how to drive a car? Hello, YouTube. How's it going? Well, that's good. So today's topic is fun and fantastic, but before we get started, there are two things I need to say. 1. Rant is getting a new format, and that format is pretty much no format. I'm taking out shoutouts here of the week, and I'm taking out pretty much everything. Taking out random faces. The only thing I'm keeping in right now are the fact at the beginning and the, intro, and the little outro song, because I just love how fantastically retarded it is. Why am I doing this? Mainly because I felt having the format was giving limitations as to how we can discuss topics. Or what we can discuss even. Because there have been times where I've wanted to make an entire video about a response to a couple comments or a singular comment or 1 or 2 video responses people have made. But I couldn't because of Hero of the Week and because I had a different topic that I needed to generate more discussion from. So we have no format now. Let's see how that goes. 2. The summer is basically here, depending on when I've posted this video. Which means I'm off to Muskoka Woods again to teach video production for 3 months. And do plenty of other things. And because my schedule is ridiculously busy while I am there, I unfortunately will not be able to put out any videos. There might be the odd video here and there, but generally there will be no more videos for the summer. But I'll probably be back in September and we'll just keep doing things normally, whatever our normal seems to be. I don't think we have a normal. Which I like. There's more room to be creative when there's no normal. Which is conveniently a perfect segue into our topic. Wow. It's almost like I planned that. Today's topic is inspired by a comment from Mr. Mysterious J on my last rant video. The comment reads as follows. Where does creativity spring from if we don't know who we are? If we can't define ourselves, how can we take credit for having created something? Just a thought. Winky face. There's more to that comment, but if you'd like to read the rest of it, you can go find it yourself on my last rant video. It's not hard to find, I promise you. Such an interesting and broad topic which we could go down so many different tangents on. As I did while I was trying to write some notes for this video. The first thing that comes to mind when I read those questions is that children, who don't really know much of anything about themselves, have some of the most creative minds in the world. When you were little, did you not use your imagination to create stories in faraway lands and different worlds with dragons and princesses and spaceships and all kinds of crazy different things every day? Seriously, when you have kids around to observe, you notice that they are imagining and creating every single day. Children are constantly creating every single day. And it's original content. They're just not retaining it through use of photography or video because they don't understand the value of that immense creativity yet. Ironically, none of us really realize the value of creativity until we have a significantly smaller creative capacity. What a lovely thing. John Cleese once did a lecture in which he said you cannot be effectively creative unless you are in a childlike and playful state. He also said that creativity is not a special gift and it's not a special talent. It's something that we all have. We all just have different methods of expressing it, and most of us don't really know how to tap into it all that well. I'll put the link in the bar, wherever it is beside me, below me, around me, or above me, to the John Cleese lecture. It's 35 minutes long, but it is definitely worth checking out. Anyway, getting back on topic, or as back on topic as we can get, think. A human being creative, very simply and basically, kind of looks like this. Take something that already exists, so not created by you, and make it exist in a slightly to moderately different way. If the human being in question is an actual artist, then the thing they have created will probably, hopefully, have a thought-provoking message or statement ingrained into their modified existing material. A potter is probably the most basic example of what creativity looks like. Take clay, mold it around a bit, shape it a bit, harden it, dry it, paint it, you have pottery. Not downgrading pottery. Pottery is incredible and I suck at it. There are people who are really good at it. It's just a really good illustration of what creativity is in its most pure form. So we are sort of on the same page about creativity and what it looks like, what it is. But this doesn't answer the question of identity and its relation to creativity. My most raw and basic thoughts are as follows. We do not create to be original. If we do, then we will lead a miserable life because we have missed the point of creating. We create to express ourselves because the normal way of communicating is simply not enough to convey what we feel. Example, you know you are experiencing a good piece of art when you can feel its emotion and relate to it. Frederick M. Lehman wrote a hymn in 1917 that put it pretty bluntly. The love of God is greater far than heart or pen can ever tell. So it is with all emotional highs of life, and suddenly creativity is born. With that being said, I think that not knowing ourselves is an essential part of creativity. We could not write laments about the trials of life, or witty comedy stories about the mistakes we make in life, or mushy-gushy romances about how we relate to people in life, or angsty songs about teenage life in high school if we knew ourselves fully. If we knew ourselves fully, there would be no turmoil of emotion and no need to relate to each other to see if not knowing ourselves fully was normal. Example, I can only create when I am on an emotional high. I can only create stuff when I am extremely sad or extremely happy or experiencing an overwhelming amount of emotion. I can create things other times, but they're not genuine and they're not from me, whoever me is. These emotional highs are induced by my journey through life and trying to find out who I am and how I relate to people. If I knew myself fully, I don't think I would want to create or have a need to create because I would simply have nothing left to say. There would be no more confusing emotions that I'm trying to express. But then again, I don't know how I would act or feel if I knew myself fully because I don't know myself that well. What do you think? I want to hear what your thoughts are on this, and even if I don't get to make a video responding to comments and all that until September, I will be making one to respond. Anyway, I guess since we're not doing stuff like Shoutout or Hero of the Week or any of that anymore, I'm Isaac Goley, and I'm thanking you for joining me once again on Rant. Peace in!
Comment and subscribe, comment and subscribe, comment and subscribe, and maybe favorite too.